conference. Link up with Washington is coming in.
Dr. Abernathy, how are you today?
I'm well, Vera. I trust we're ready to go.
We are, sir.
Good. I'm anxious to proceed.
Initiate beam dump. Fill the anti-proton storage ring.
Powering proton storage ring, initiate injection sequence.
Sequence initiated. All systems go.
Facility locked down, all personnel in position, clear all evac channels.
Commencing collision configuration protocol.
Activate electromagnetic impulse accelerator. Ready main
Stand by
ring.
beam dump at threshold energy.
Threshold achieved.
Who authorized a ring experiment for this lab?
I did, Dr.
This
Soderstrom.
facility is not ready for that yet.
It most assuredly is.
The equipment hasn't even been fully tested.
Look, Doctor, please. Could you mind your own business?
This is my lab, and I must authorize any of its
Correction,
use.
Doctor. This is my lab. I'm head physicist here. Please, step aside. Security.
How dare you? You're not to put these people at risk!
I'm sorry, Dr. Soderstrom.
Initiate beam dump. Fill the anti-proton storage
Reaffirm
ring.
readiness of collision detectors.
Collision detectors reaffirmed.
Tube magnets ready then secure.
This is it, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to make history.
Impact at T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Containment chambers heating up.
We're getting infrared wavelengths.
Shut down particle beam accelerator.
Accelerator in up, sir. We have a breach.
What's going on?
Hull number 2, emergency measures unresponsive, sir.
Close inner tubes, seal main containment doors, and power up the grid.
No! You must shut down the powered grid.
Absolutely not!
Are you mad?
No, no! Stop him! Stop him now!
No! You're wrong!
Temperature is rising. Evaporation is accelerating.
Rate approaching 50 GeV per second.
Temp 7,000 K and rising.
Caution, containment cell breached. Caution, cell breached.
Everyone must leave the area at once. Now leave your posts.
No, stay where you are.
The particles have breached the tubes. I warned you, the containment cell was not engineered to withstand the heat and pressure.
Stay where you are. It's going to be all right.
It's easy to be brave when you're 5,000 miles away.
Tube doors in up.
We're losing it, sir.
The cyclotron will self-destruct. We must get out of here now.
Automated contamination lock mode initiated.
No!
Security lockdown initiated. Security lockdown initiated.
Time manual override. I can't get it to stabilize.
Remember, your knowledge is power. You will be confronted with the pressures of ethical conduct in every decision you make in your professional life. It's part of earning the Iron Ring. This noble symbol of engineering achievement means you understand and are prepared for this. Ethical conduct is no less important than any other aspect in engineering. True, you'll be expected to solve complex problems, but you will also be expected to straddle the razor-thin line between economics and executing safe, long-lasting designs for the society you serve. Hand in your essays on ethics and engineering by Friday, no later than 4 p.m. Right, Jeremy? That way I can spend all weekend grading your words of wisdom. Who knows? I might even learn a thing or two.
Excuse me, Professor Price.
Professor Soderstrom. Pleasant surprise. Auditing my lectures.
No, I only audit tenured professors.
You never know what you're missing.
I was curious, given the importance you seem to apply to ethics in engineering.
Seem to apply?
Given that, how do you reconcile your sense of ethics with your work at Philodyne Laboratories?
What's your point, Professor Soderstrom?
Eva, please.
Eva?
Well, Philodyne's in the hip pocket of big business. Doesn't that fly in the face of ethics?
Oh, not at all. Besides, Philodyne is filled with physicists like yourself. Perhaps not with your physical attributes. We continue this a little later. I have a lecture in about 10 minutes.
Sure. When?
My place, 6 o'clock.
And just as in the late 1970s, the nightmare of long gas lines is destined to return. Only this time, the
I will
situation is
not.
far
No.
more ominous.
You
Given the
said it.
continuing
Yes, you did.
hostilities in the Middle
admit
East,
it. Make
coupled
me.
with
Okay,
the
fine, I'll make you.
fear
I'll make you. I'll tickle your spots. You will tell me you love me, and I will give you 1,000 donkeys.
What are you doing?
I've got 2 weeks to get the particle physics 5-year plan together and present it to His Highness the Dean. I've hit this wall and I'm stuck.
I thought that's what particle physics was all about. Hitting things.
Oh, very clever.
I know. Well, I'm just a lowly engineer, so I'm afraid I can't help you.
Well, maybe you can. They might have what I need.
You mean those unethical?
Can you log on and let me look around? What? Oh, come on. I'm no threat to Philodyne security.
Yeah, we might meet the mine. My access is restricted.
So's your sense of humor. Come on, Stephen, help me out here.
Yeah. Pain. My glasses, I can't see a thing. Okay. There you go. That's as deep as I've been cleared to go. You'll find Philodyne isn't a spooky little place like you think. They're actually developing new energy sources right now. We're running out of oil, remember? We have to find alternatives before we go back to the kerosene labs. Which, of course, is going to be impossible because kerosene comes from oil. You gonna be long?
No, I don't think so.
So see you in bed. Erotica.
You hungry? Here you go, baby. Bon appetit. I'm not home.
Oh, come on. I've got sugar glaze with sprinkles, chocolate eclairs with real coffee flavored whipped cream.
Christine, you are not my friend.
I know. Is that fresh coffee I smell?
Yep. Even use bottled water.
What, you don't like our city's finest?
Not when it comes out of the tap looking darker than the coffee I'm brewing.
Oh, God. Blindness has its advantages.
Careful, it's hot. You look great. So how'd it go today?
Not well. People get very nervous when handicapped people apply for jobs. They smell lawsuits all over the place. That's the handicap.
Yeah, but with your qualifications, you should be able to watch.
It's not about qualifications.
Listen, why don't you let me speak to Willem de Groot? He's a great guy.
He is. Yeah, we did post-grad work together.
Well?
Well, what?
Come on, Chris.
Look, it's not that easy teaching biology when you can't see. Besides, I don't want his pity.
That's a pretty big assumption.
It's reality. You think I'm feeling sorry for myself, don't you?
No. No, honey, I can't even begin to understand what you...
No, maybe I am. I'm just a little frustrated. Because of the accident, I don't have to work another day in my dark little life, and that's a lot easier said than done.
This chocolate eclair is delicious.
I hate you. I know. So, what are you working on?
Well, you remember I told you about my father and his work in Luxembourg?
Yes, particle acceleration.
Yeah. Well, I finally managed to get into Philodyne, Thomas Abernathy's new multi-million-dollar research toy.
Oh. By nefarious means?
Let's just say I got a little help.
Stephen?
Yeah.
You told him?
No.
Well, he just gave you access?
What?
Does he have the slightest clue?
Me and my big mouth.
Yeah.
I'm just not ready to tell him yet.
Well, you know, the longer you wait, the worse it's gonna be.
What am I supposed to say? Hey, Stephen, your boss at Philodyne killed my father, and with your help, I intend to prove it. Or you can have the box that Carol's showing you on the floor.
Well, that's a start.
You're right.
Oh, Eva. You told me you were crazy about this guy.
I am, Chris.
Well, then.
I don't know what to do.
Jacobson tells me we're still having problems powering up the proton storage ring.
It's just a minor adjustment. I already have maintenance working on it.
The accelerator control systems?
Up and operational.
Good, good. The boys at the AEC will be happy. Well, Stephen, We're a week away from making history.
Yes, Dr. Abernathy.
I'm making this up? Do you think I would come here in the middle of the night and confess something like this just for the hell of it? Stephen, this is bigger than you and me. This is bigger than trying to prove that Abernathy is responsible for my father's death.
So you're telling me you were using me to hack into my computer? And now you want me to risk my job, my reputation, because you think Abernathy's gonna blow up the world? Is that it?
I admit that our relationship started out as a way to get to Abernathy. But things changed. I care about you.
What would you have done if I hadn't worked for Philodyne?
I guess I wasted your time. Dr. Lazarus,
Yes?
I'm Eva Soderstrom.
I told you on the phone, I have nothing to say. You're joking.
Please, just give me 1 minute. Look, my father worked on the Archimedes project when Abernathy was developing particle beam experiments. And one of the purposes of those experiments was to create miniature bombs with the same explosive power as a nuclear device.
Your father told you this?
Yes. Now, everyone thought Archimedes was working on a clean, boundless source of energy. My father knew different.
So?
So? You know the dangers. Now, I think Abernathy's trying to do it again.
Look, I'm on a short leash here, okay? If those even suspect that I'm helping someone...
Then let me in. Please.
So, your father gave you classified information.
Yes.
It's pretty risky on his part.
He trusted me.
How'd you find out about Philodyne?
Let's just say I'm good with computers.
Is that how you found me?
Yeah.
You know, you could do serious jail time if the FBI found out you were hacking into Philodyne's computers.
Well, the only way they'll find out is if you tell them. Going somewhere?
Yeah, the Galapagos Islands.
Vacation?
Sort of.
So what were you working on?
String theory, particle physics, general relativity, the usual.
For Abernathy?
Some.
So why did you leave Philodyne?
Abernathy likes to surround himself with team players.
And you didn't agree with him?
Something like that.
Is Philodyne doing work for the Pentagon?
The AEC.
Atomic Energy Commission?
That's where he got the funding to build Philodyne.
The particle accelerator. So that means they're trying to develop alternative energy sources, right?
I can't say.
You don't know?
I can't say. Classified.
Can I show you something?
Yes, Gracie.
Sir, Jason Lazarus is on the line.
Tell him I'm busy, would you?
I'm sorry, Dr. Abernathy, but he needs to speak to you. He says it's urgent.
Hello, Jason. It's been a long time. How are you?
I just got an earful about your old Luxembourg facility. Well-kept secret, Dr. Abernathy.
What's your point?
Well, according to some data that has come my way, your upcoming particle accelerator test will be an even bigger fiasco than the Archimedes one.
What are you talking about?
Please, do not insult my intelligence.
You do realize, Jason, that you're talking about classified information here.
Look, I believe you should postpone the test until you have time to run the numbers.
Is that so?
The amount of energy created by your little experiment will be far greater than you expected. Your figures for Friday's tests are wrong.
Well, now you're insulting my intelligence. We've run those numbers time and again. They are correct.
No, they are not.
Send me your findings.
I already have. Check your email.
Gracie, get me a printout of Jason's incoming email, will you? And have what's-his-name come in. Adley.
Yes, sir.
Jason, how about first thing tomorrow morning? That gives me and my team time to go over the numbers.
8 a.m., your office.
Hey, Willard. There's a little dinner for you. There you go.
until Mommy gets back, okay? Stop moving the furniture on me.
Oh, Christine. You scared the hell out of me.
You scared the hell out of me.
What are you doing?
I came by to feed Willard.
No, what are you doing now?
I don't know, practicing my juggling act? Why?
Before you do that, can you stay for a while?
Well, I guess the juggling can wait.
Okay. This is the scenario of a correct particle collision, where energy is converted into matter.
Eva, darling.
Oh, God. Chris, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm a quick study. Just talk me through it.
Do you know what a black hole is?
Yeah, I'm living in one.
Come on, Chris.
Okay, all right, yes. A black hole is when matter is compressed so tightly that not even light can escape its gravitational grasp.
Right. Now, about a dozen years ago, exotic new theories started floating around. One of those theories suggested that you could create atom-sized black holes under the right conditions. Tiny subatomic particles of matter called protons and antiprotons are accelerated to near light speed, then collided, resulting in the conversion of energy into mass. You still with me?
Yes.
Now, with enough energy in this collision, you might create atom-sized, very high-mass particles.
Black holes?
Yes, which, after a brief period of time, reconvert into very high energy by releasing their mass, now a combination of the mass of the collided particles. However, with incorrect data or too high a GeV, that's electron volts, you know what it's like? It's like putting too much soap into a load of laundry.
I have done that.
Haven't we all? Now, what it means is that a larger number of particles are now condensed more strongly, thereby creating an even more massive quantity of matter in as tiny a space as before.
Too many suds.
Yes.
Also known as our black hole.
You and everything behind door number 2.
Which is?
Your worst nightmare. And I am not kidding, Christine. Now, there are 2 schools of thought on this, both equally grim. A, the black hole grows larger and larger, eventually devouring everything. B, the black hole evaporates and ultimately explodes.
Okay, explain B.
Okay. Black holes evaporate energy. And tiny ones evaporate much faster than big ones. Just to give you an idea of what this black hole evaporation means, an atomic bomb weighing, say, 500 to 1,000 pounds converts a minuscule amount of its mass to energy. Hiroshima, Nagasaki, that kind of thing. An atomic-sized black hole converts all of its mass into energy.
So this black hole is like an atomic bomb?
Yes.
Well, what are they doing messing around with something like this?
I don't know. The military, maybe? Possibly a new energy source?
Sounds to me like they're trying to capture lightning in a bottle.
More like opening a Pandora's box. Excuse me. I had an 8 o'clock appointment with Dr. Abernathy.
Yeah, you said you were waiting for somebody else to join you.
Yeah, well, he's very late and probably won't show up. Look, it's vital that I see Dr. Abernathy.
The lady's still here to see Dr. Abernathy. Yes. Okay. Somebody will be down to join you in a minute.
Thank you.
Hello? I'm Grace Sutton, Dr. Abernathy's assistant. He waited for Dr. Lazarus to join you for your 8 o'clock meeting, but it's past 9 now.
I know. Look, it's very important that I speak with Dr. Abernathy.
I'm afraid he's extremely busy. His entire day is booked up.
No, you don't understand. It's urgent that I speak with him today.
I'm sorry, that's just not possible. Perhaps I can get somebody from the public relations office.
How about anyone from the technical staff?
That's impossible. If you want to give me your card, I'll make sure someone contacts.
Look, I don't have a damn card. Now, I have gone over the parameters of your upcoming particle beam experiment, and I have discovered a critical flaw in your calculations. Now, if that's not enough to get someone's attention around here, I don't know what the
There's a high probability of a nuclear catastrophe. It'll kill us all.
Eva! Guys, stop, please, stop. What's going on?
God, that maniac in there is gonna blow himself, you, and this entire damn county to kingdom come. That's what's going on.
Guys, I know her, okay?
She just went nuts here.
Yeah, I know, but she's been under a lot of stress lately. She's a
Yeah,
friend
and
of
for
mine.
good reason.
Okay. Phil, please, I'll take full responsibility. Please? You all right? It's okay. She's... I promise you, everything's fine. Okay? Thanks, Phil. Thank you.
Gracie, track Oscar down and get him into my office.
Are you out of your mind? What are you doing right there?
What do you care?
Eva, stop this petulant crap. This is a restricted area. Those are armed security guards. You could have gotten yourself into a lot of trouble pulling a prank like this.
Prank?
Yes.
My God, you have no idea what danger you and everyone here is facing.
Why don't you tell me?
I don't have the time. I'm gonna go find somebody who will listen.
Eva, you're not going to get anywhere with this type of behavior. Look, I am trying to understand what you are so upset about.
I thought I made it pretty clear at your place.
All you made clear was that you were trying to use me to get to Abernathy.
Fine. Why don't you meet me on campus in the physics lab? 2 hours. I want to run my findings by some of the faculty just in case I am crazy.
Fine. I'll be there.
Excuse me, Doctor. Our little security breach has been taken care of.
Not completely.
Jason, you better have a good excuse. Jason?
Stephen!
The AEC liaison is sending a lead team around this afternoon. No going back now.
They haven't tested the systems to 100%.
Oscar, how long have you worked for me?
A long time, sir.
All my life, the scientific establishment has dismissed my theories and ideas. Every time I prove them wrong. Yeah. I've been working on this for 22 years. Over 8 rebuilding since Luxembourg. This may be my last chance, Oscar. Time is against me. The cancer has already reached my lymph glands, and you know what that means. If I fail now, it's the end of everything. Finished. Lost forever. But I know I'm right. How's it going, Adam?
Great, sir. How much time can you give the crew to finish running the diagnostics, sir?
I want you to bring it forward to the day after tomorrow at 8 a.m. Can you do that for me?
Done.
Good. I knew I could count on you. This experiment is going to be a huge success.
Are you sure this is the house?
Yes, of course.
There's no evidence of a struggle.
This is impossible. I hit the guy in the face with the phone.
What did this guy look like?
I don't remember. It all happened so fast.
You're gonna have to give us something more, Miss Soderstrom.
I saw Jason Lazarus hanging from his kitchen door.
Show me. That door?
I am not making this up. I ran down an alley and across Magnolia Boulevard.
Sweetheart.
The guy chased after me and was hit by a car in the middle of the street.
Okay, calm down.
I don't want to calm down. I know what I saw.
What about the accident? Did you check into it?
I'll have one of my officers check it out. So who is this guy Lazarus?
He's a physicist.
What was your relationship with him?
No relationship. He worked at Philodyne. I wanted to show him some data on an experiment Philodyne was doing.
The research facility in Lasker County?
That's where I work.
Yeah? What do you do?
I'm a structural engineer.
And you know this Dr. Lazarus?
Well, I'd seen him around, but I never spoke to him.
You work there too?
No.
What do you do?
I teach at NFU.
So what information did you have that you wanted to share with Dr. Lazarus?
It was more a question about some physics research I was doing at the university.
Once I get the information about this accident on Magnolia, I'll call you. I'll be in touch.
You'll look like a prune if you stay there any longer.
med case here.
It was a snowflake. It started with a snowflake. When I was little, my father showed me a snowflake under a microscope. Perfect 6-point symmetry. And he told me that there would never be another one like it. That no two flakes are ever the same. Imagine all that snow in the world, and no two snowflakes are ever the same. I started to cry when it melted. Stephen, all I wanted was to find out what happened to my father. Thanks.
You're welcome. Sure.
You never talk about your father. How come?
No reason.
Were you close?
Let's just say he did the best he could.
Meaning?
Meaning I'd take your father's approach any day. Not for me.
No.
Oh, well. You know, Abernathy called me into his office after you left. He wanted to know about you.
What'd you tell him?
That you were in bed.
Yeah, well, the entire faculty knows that.
That's charming. He called me into his office.
Unfortunate and embarrassing event this morning, huh? And in our lobby, too.
Where do you know this girl from?
Excuse me?
Please, forgive Oscar. He's always thinking security. Well, I suppose that's what makes him good at what he does. Huh? Well, that's why you work for me, isn't it, Stephen? Huh? Somebody breached our computer system and hacked into some very sensitive files.
Unfortunately, we have reason to believe that it was your girlfriend and Dr. Lazarus who broke in.
Yeah. I mean, you know that we're working on highly classified research for the Atomic Energy Commission. The success of this research could mean boundless energy for our country. An end of reliance on unstable and hostile international suppliers. Well, it could also mean untold wealth for everyone in the Philodyne family. Look, Stephen, I need to know how this girl, what's your girlfriend's name?
Eva.
Eva. Well, we need to know how Eva and Dr. Lazarus acquired our data.
Did you ask Dr. Lazarus?
We tried, but he's gone. Some sort of extended vacation.
Well, get Eva to give you a call.
Do you know, why don't you just save her the trouble, Stephen, and give us her address and telephone number?
I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Do you think that's going to stop us?
Please, Oscar, it's all right. Look, Stephen, you've been an asset to me at Philodyne for a long time now, and I am truly grateful. But but I need to know where your loyalties lie.
Dr. Abernathy, I'm as loyal in my professional life as I am in my personal one.
Not good enough.
Well, it's gonna have to be.
Look, Stephen, I want you to think this through. The decision you make could have a profound effect on your future.
Dr. Abernathy, if I didn't know you better, that would sound like a threat.
Let me show you something. You probably heard of this. In 1907, something completely devastated hundreds of square miles of northeastern Siberia, a place called Tunguska.
Yeah. At the time, they thought an asteroid hit the Earth, but they never found a crater or any fragments. So?
Well, some scientists now believe that an atom-sized black hole hit the Earth. And I think Abernathy is trying to create one. Remember the movie The China Syndrome?
Yeah, it's a great movie. I love that movie. Remember when Jack Lemmon went in and...
Stephen.
All right.
See, Abernathy has no idea what he's playing with. Now, I figure this little black hole will weigh between 3 and 4 grams, causing it to drop.
Yeah, well, it won't drop if there's an electron force field around it, will it?
Very smart, baby.
Yeah, well, I'm not just a pretty face.
Well, yeah, you are, but never mind that. Okay, so our little black hole would drop, consuming the Earth and acquiring more mass in the process. By the time it reaches the center of the Earth, it will have picked up enough speed and energy to continue racing through to the surface on the other side.
To China?
Theoretically, yes. Then good old gravity would stop it and it would start back down again, consuming more and more of the Earth, getting more massive, more voracious, once again crossing through the center and finding its way back to the surface on the other side. Say, Texas.
Bush country is no great loss.
I'm serious, Stephen.
All right, so what you're saying is this black hole would travel from one side of the Earth to the other, getting more massive, traveling faster and faster until what? It consumed the entire planet?
Yep.
Yup.
Well, that's one school of thought. The other is that it would ultimately explode. See, I've got to show Abernathy my findings, convince him to delay the experiment.
Well, it's too late. Move the experiment up.
What?
First thing tomorrow morning.
Well, I've got to talk to him tonight then.
You don't think he's going to see you after everything that happened?
I got to get a couple of computer disks at my place.
Well, now?
Yes, they'll prove I'm right. You're not still skeptical?
Well, wouldn't you be?
No. Stephen, please, my place, the disks.
Good news, Willard. They smell ripe. Hey, Willard. Here you go. You and I have a lot in common, you know, Willard? We both live in cages. I think I'm gonna take you home with me. Okay, Willard? Until Mommy comes home. Yeah. Oh! There she is. Hi. Willard and I were just gonna go out for some more earthworms and grubs, huh? Yum.
Who's Willard?
Who's there?
Oh my God.
Stephen?
Oh, you must be Eva. Do you know, I really should have checked the surveillance tapes.
No! Stairs!
Son of a...
He killed Christine!
Yo, I know. Put your seatbelt on. Put it on. I know what kind of nightmare we got ourselves into.
Now do you believe me?
All right, I believe you. We gotta go to the police. We gotta talk to Colfax.
Colfax? You're right and tell him what? Oh, hey, we're in the middle of another murder?
We got proof now!
Please, by the time he gets to my place, she'll be gone. Oh my God. Stephen, you have got to get me into Philodyne tonight.
Are you nuts?
No, I'm not.
No, look, there's no way we can get into Philodyne. There's people working there,
Stephen,
security
we have got
guards
to
all
stop
over the
tomorrow's
place.
test.
We can't stop it, not by ourselves.
We have no choice. Stephen, you have got to get me into Philodyne.
No, no way, no how.
Oh my God, Christine.
You all right? You okay?
I'm fine.
You're bleeding.
Fine.
So you're saying the head guy at Philodyne is trying to kill you because you found out he was going to blow up Lasker County in an experiment? Have I got that right?
Eva, look at my car. What about the accident at Magnolia and the murder at Eva's tonight?
Your car could be gang initiation. The accident on Magnolia? No witnesses, no records found.
What? God, Abernathy probably has you in his hip pocket.
And as for Philodyne, I can't just waltz in there and cuff the head guy.
Well, you can if I file a complaint.
First, it's another county. Therefore, Abernathy probably has those county in his hip pocket. Second, the lady's allegations fall under FBI jurisdiction, if they're true.
They are true. So, Lieutenant, I guess I can assume that you don't believe there was a murder at my place tonight, right? Stephen?
Scientists.
Hey, Larry. How are you?
Hey, Stephen, how you doing?
Oh, I'm good.
Burning the midnight oil?
Ah, well, big experiment tomorrow, you know.
Okay, see you later.
Take care.
See, I told you Larry wouldn't check back there.
So these are the bowels of Philodyne, huh?
Yeah. Thought you liked the scenic route.
What's his 20? He's on 5th floor west.
Where are we going?
My office.
This your office?
No, it's my secretary's.
Is her computer tied to the Philodyne network?
How'd you know my secretary's a female?
Because I know you. Well?
Well, what?
Is her computer tied to the Philodyne network?
What, Fifi's?
Stephen.
No. You have to access it through the internet. Just like you did at my place, remember? This one's tied to the network.
Okay. This should be easy. All I need to do is destroy some of the backup files. That'll stop their mainframe when they interface with the backups and read the failsafe systems in op.
Just hurry up, okay?
You're gonna owe me, baby, and then some.
What, for saving the world?
Yep.
Well, amazing what you can do with computers, isn't it?
What an ingrate. What is that?
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, no.
They programmed an alarm into the system.
Shut everything down. Shut it down.
I didn't even get in.
Doesn't matter. Shut it down. They're going to be here any minute.
No one in or out. Go.
Come on.
I didn't even get to the redundancy
Well,
files.
it doesn't matter. We can't go out the same way we came in.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Go on. Turn left at the T.
Shitty signal. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, go on.
Can you get me to another computer terminal?
What?
Well, I still need to download some bogus data into the redundancy files.
Oh, well, maybe we should just stop off at the cafeteria and have a ham sandwich while we're at it.
Stephen!
Okay. Come on, let's think about it.
I need some tools.
Tools?
Yeah, you know, pliers, wire cutters, screwdrivers, that kind of thing.
Over here. Take your pick.
Okay, where are you?
I got the machines on workbenches. I'll check the tool.
Wait! No, this way, this way.
We need to get to the collider control panels. There may be an Ethernet unit there.
Maybe. Oh, we may be lucky to get the hell out of here.
Stephen, we're as good as dead if we don't get to those control panels.
I think you should know, I'm not really having a good time in here. Come on. It's clear. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, that's it.
Good.
Well, how do I get there?
Jump.
What are you, nuts? I'll kill myself.
It's only 10 or 12 feet to the ground.
Do we have rope?
No, it's not on the shopping list, I'm sorry. Look, if I hold your weight, I can lower you down. You'll be what? No more than 3 feet off the ground.
You can't hold my weight.
I can, if you don't stop for a donut on the way down. Come on.
No,
turn around.
my arm, I can't.
It's better that way. That's it. Good. Now transfer your weight. Good. That's it. That's better. Yeah, that's it. Hey, psst. Watch for the sweep of the surveillance cameras. Go.
Denman and Alberni just checked the machinery.
So we'll check it again.
Go, now. We've got about 20 seconds before the camera sweeps back. Hurry up. Even the camera. Go!
Yes, sir, from the vents. Take this to MPC control.
Go! Hurry up. Come on. Eva, the camera. Go! Go! Ooh. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, sweetheart. Let's go. Give me that. Give me your hand. Put your foot in the pipe.
Can't touch them.
Oh. Come on. Oh. Give me your other hand.
I can't.
Yes, you can, sweetheart. Come on, you can do it. Come on.
Hey! Stop or I'll shoot!
Sorry, Larry. No, can't do.
You're in the ventilation duct.
This way. No. Go.
Security 4, where are you?
Machine room 3. We found the door unlocked.
Stay there. Go. Get up.
Macarena's over. Come on.
Stephen?
I think my ankle's broken. No, go.
I'm not going without you.
No! You get to the FBI, give them your data. It's the only chance we've got. We don't have any time. Go.
Well, Ms. Soderstrom, you've been a very busy and naughty girl these past couple of days. You've caused me a great deal of inconvenience. But I think we've repaired your mischief. At least I think we got it all. You tampered with very expensive and highly classified material.
You're willing to risk killing us all for your experiment. Just like Luxembourg when you killed my father.
I'm willing to risk killing you and him.
Your experiment will create a black hole. The containment cell wasn't engineered to withstand that type of heat or force.
Yes, it was.
Go over your data again. Especially the quantity of particles your numbers will be launching.
With any great endeavor, there's always an element of risk. You know, everyone thought the hydrogen bomb was going to ignite the atmosphere.
Sir, the AEC brass should be here soon.
Well, we'll turn them over to the FBI after the test.
I could get a cleanup crew, sir.
Oh, no need. Nobody would believe them anyway.
Sir, it wasn't supposed to turn out this way.
Well, we're almost there, Oscar. I haven't spent half my life to fail now. I have no more time.
I understand, sir.
It's now or never.
Excuse me. Excuse me, please, if I could just have your attention for a few moments. Ladies and gentlemen, our team leader, Dr. Thomas Abernathy.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you for your faith. Thank you for your passion and your sacrifice. The answer to our dwindling supplies of energy is about to be revealed. And to my friends at the AEC, we're at the dawn of a new era of boundless supplies of clean, safe energy. We can create enough electrical power from a miniature controlled quasar using black hole physics. That's enough for our hospitals, our schools, our homes, for many years to come.
How are you feeling?
Oh, Peachy. So this is it?
You nervous?
Nah. Too scared to be nervous.
I've always wondered. Do you like the theater?
Yeah, I love the theater.
I'm surprised.
Why? Engineers not supposed to love the theater?
Is that what I said? It's just... you're so outdoorsy.
Yeah, well, always did like open spaces.
I noticed. You were pretty in the vent.
No, I was fine.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was. When I was a kid, and my father got drunk, which was pretty often, he used to beat me and put me in a closet. So why don't you like Chinese food?
I love Chinese food.
Really? Well, we never had Chinese food.
I guess that's what happens when you build a relationship on sex and tuna fish sandwiches.
That's not true. Made egg salad at least twice.
Stephen. And I am so sorry.
For what? For doing the right thing.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I love you.
I love you too.
Software downloaded, all systems checked, affirmative. Collision velocity set.
Sir, you should just sign the protocol.
Thank you, Adam.
20% foul.
Thank you.
All right, folks. Let's do it. Facility lockdown. All personnel in position. Clear all evac channels.
Evac channels clear.
Powering up proton storage ring. Initiate injection sequence.
Sequence initiated. All systems go.
Commence collision configuration protocol. Seal chambers 1 and 2.
Activate electromagnetic impulse accelerator. Ready main
Standby
ring.
beam dump at threshold energy.
Threshold achieved.
Initiate beam dump. Fill the anti-proton storage ring.
RF tuning of main ring magnets achieved.
Dispersion level at minus 0.83. All systems nominal.
Reaffirm readiness of collision detectors.
Collision detectors reaffirmed.
Tube magnets secured. Ready injection into main ring.
Proton and anti-proton beams engaged. Acceleration commencing.
Streaming approaching 99.99 light speed.
Bremsstrahlung radiation rising.
Approaching target energy.
Stand by for automated release.
Carry on.
Impact at T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Abernathy's done it. He's created a black hole.
Containment chamber's heating up.
Detectors overloading.
God, no. Not again.
Send a team in. I need a full probe analysis of the accelerator tunnel.
Yes, sir.
Lots of turbulence in here. It's coming from the containment zone.
Levels off the scale.
Temperature 7,000 K.
Get Stephen and that girl up here right now.
Doorway's a ton now. Black hole is self-sustaining.
You satisfied now?
How does your data differ from what we have here?
I thought you examined these discs. You arrogant son of a...
What if you cut power?
Yes, cut power.
No! Cannot cut the power, otherwise the black hole will drop.
Like in the China syndrome?
Primary power failing and intermittent. I can't switch to auxiliary power.
How are we gonna keep the suspension up now?
I can bridge the auxiliary generators if someone can get me there.
I'll take you.
No, I will.
Be careful. You're gonna have to evacuate the facility now.
All right, listen up, everybody. I'm gonna switch to the contamination lockdown mode. You know what that means? No one in, no one out. You've got 5 minutes to evacuate the building. Come on, come on, now, move, move.
Security lockdown initiated. Security lockdown initiated.
Right,
man the consoles.
I will.
Go, go, go.
What, you miss all the fun?
I estimate the equivalent of 4 to 5 megatons. If that black hole explodes.
That's if it explodes. And what if it consumes more matter than it dissipates?
That's the end of our planet.
Must be awfully proud of yourself.
Sorry.
We've got to get into that control panel.
Locked.
And break into it. That's your specialty, isn't it?
Stephen.
We've got a little problem. I'm gonna climb up and start the generator manually.
Stephen.
Eva! Oscar's dead.
How?
He got sucked into the concrete floor.
Stephen, if you cross the black hole's field of force, it will kill you.
Yeah, well, we can't have that, can we? I'll get you as soon as I can.
Once we have auxiliary power, I'll release the contamination lockdown. Now look, you and Stephen, you've got less than 10 minutes to get as far away from this place as you possibly can.
You expect us to get 15 to 20 miles from here in that time? Because that's what it'll take to survive the blast.
No. I will gradually reduce the force field, letting the black hole drop until it starts to bore into the Earth's crust. We should descend 3,000 to 4,000 feet. I estimate that it'll reach critical temperature and self-destruct. At that depth, it'll buffer any explosion.
What if you're wrong? What if it travels merrily through the Earth, consuming it along the way?
My money is on a big explosion.
Just like Luxembourg.
I've had to live with that a long time. It's not been easy.
Yeah, the difference is, you lived.
This thing's falling off its foundations.
Okay, hurry back. We don't have much time.
Go. Just get out.
What about you?
I'm staying.
It's too late for heroics, Doctor.
No heroics. Just common sense.
Stephen, can you hear me? Damn it. Stephen, please respond. Where the hell are you? Stephen, where are you?
Our generator room.
Are you okay?
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Stephen, damn it, this place is about to disintegrate. Come on!
I'm not joking. I can't feel my legs.
Well, I'm coming to get you.
No.
Forget it, Stephen.
Eva.
Right, look, I'm here outside your office.
213?
Yes, how do I get to you?
Move away from the lobby. Turn right at the end of the corridor. Go down a set of stairs. When you reach the end of that corridor, there's an open door. That's the entrance to the power generator room.
Stephen!
So stubborn.
We don't have a lot of time. It's the fastest way out of here.
I think we're screwed.
We are not screwed!
Still lucky?
Hell yes.
Hell yes.
Hell yes, you heard me. Now, which way?
The President and Congress have launched a full-scale investigation into the recent catastrophe at Philodyne Laboratories. The official news release from the Atomic Energy Commission claims that a massive electrical fire spawned the devastation. Because of the sensitive nature of the research performed there, the AEC added that not much more could be made public at this time. The names of two heroic figures believed pivotal in saving many lives at Philodyne will never be revealed. It is rumored the numerous witnesses who survived the Holocaust because of these two anonymous heroes have been coerced into silence by authorities. Rumors abound that far greater and more sinister events may have taken place there, and in the interests of national security, all documentary evidence shall remain under seal indefinitely.